Hello and welcome to another 10-minute no-edit anxiety talk where I talk about my anxiety without any cuts or edits for 10 minutes. Forgot what I was going to say. This anxiety talk is more focused on my period anxiety. I know this is not a topic for anxiety that everyone experiences, so I will leave my anxiety playlist down below with my other anxiety talks that are more general, not really catered to a specific group of people that experience periods. So definitely go check that out down below if this is not a video that you can relate to or that interests you, I guess, or that would help with your anxiety, because the point of these videos is to share my experience so that you feel less alone. So if you don't also experience this type of anxiety, this video might not help with your anxiety, if that makes sense. I was just outside because there was a snowstorm, which is why I might sound a little bunged up. Anyway, also I did not shave my head. I just have a headband on. I have a ponytail. Anyway, so period anxiety. My period anxiety started, it actually started after my periods got, I don't want to say better, less painful. And if you haven't seen any of my period videos, I'll link that playlist down below too. Basically, my periods, also EMETOPHOBIA warning, just because I'm going to be talking about it in this video. I'll also leave a warning in the description since I don't edit these videos. So with my anxiety, when my periods were at their worst, I could not eat or drink anything for 3 days, including pain medications. I would not sleep for 3 days, and when I thought I was sleeping, I was actually just passing out multiple times from the pain. For the first day of my periods, I would get sick multiple times, basically every hour for the first day of my periods. It was not a fun time, obviously. I don't know why I said fun time, because it's the worst pain that I have ever felt. Like, I feel like anything else I could compare it to might be a little biased because I had pain medications. Like my sinus surgery, I had a strong pain medication. So I can't really compare the pain to that, but actually there is something I can compare it to because I didn't have any pain medication for it. I'll make another video about this. I've been thinking about making a video about it, but when I was in high school, I had athlete's foot and it turned into cellulitis, and the emergency room doctor said if I had waited another few hours, then I could have lost my foot to the infection. And so when they got the infection out of my foot, this is gonna sound kind of gross too. So gore warning, I'm gonna put my hand up. When I put my hand down, I'm not talking about anything gory anymore. So you can, if you're muting now, when I put my hand down, you can unmute. To get the infection out of my foot, they had to slice part of my foot open, and I did not have it a small slice, but a slice. They had, and then squeeze my foot till it felt like all the bones in my foot were gonna break in that process. And I am saying that periods for me were more painful than that experience, because both did not have pain medication, because I didn't pass out during that. And they started, I think my emetophobia actually started a little bit after that too, because, and I'm saying emetophobia, but also is it emetophobia anxiety? Can I say that? Like sick anxiety? Not exactly health anxiety, but just being sick, anxiety about that. And it's gonna sound so strange, but I think I mentioned this in Facing My Fear Claustrophobia, because I wanted to do an emetophobia one. Not graphic or anything, just doing things that I might avoid because of emetophobia. Where was I going with that? Oh, I think that my emetophobia started more, or I guess it turned into an actual like phobia for myself, being sick, because I was not, like, every month when I had my periods, I knew, all right, I'm gonna get sick 10 times at least. Every hour, like, just that's what I expected, right? And when that wasn't happening anymore, when I would have periods and the cramps would be, I don't want to say better, less, a little less, like that tiny bit of improvement to where I was not passing out or getting sick on my periods, still very nauseous, but not actually getting sick. I was anxious because of that, because I was like, well, it's not something that happens regularly anymore. So it's just a surprise when you get sick, you know what I mean? Like, I can't think about a time before that. Like, I don't know how many times I was sick in my life before I had periods, but it's kind of like after I've had that horrible experience with periods for 7 years, I'm pretty sure it was 7 years, how do you how do you deal with that? Like, it created anxiety for me, because I'm always kind of like, when is this going to happen? It's not regular anymore. Anyway, with other pain that I've had, anything especially like lower abdomen, lower back area, any pain that slightly feels like period cramps, I start to get scared. Because that is a big fear of mine, like my periods coming back being how they were, because they were so horrible. So when I say periods coming back, the medication I'm on right now makes it so that I don't have periods. But it's kind of like, even if the periods were less, I think I would still, because I had that horrible experience with periods when they were at their worst, I think I might still, I revert to that mindset. Like, when my periods were better, less painful, and less, like, I could eat a little bit, I could maybe potentially leave the house. When my periods were like that, I would still have that anxiety of, could this get worse? Because this could get worse. The pain. And I have actually had doctors tell me, like, my periods were so bad I could have been hospitalized for them. But it's kind of like, what are they going to do? They can't exactly do anything in the hospital except give me pain medication, which I guess would have, because I couldn't take any pain medication, like, by mouth. So I guess if they had, like, an IV or something to give me pain medication, yeah, that might have helped a little bit. But then, like, every month I would have had to do that. That's kind of, I have a minute left of this. Yeah. So even though baseline here, even though I don't get periods anymore, I still have period anxiety whenever there is a pain that I don't recognize, especially in my abdomen, or only in my abdomen. If there's a pain that I don't recognize in my abdomen, I'm instantly like, what if? You know, what if I'm getting periods back? What if, like, I do not want periods for the rest of my life. Like, they were so horrible. I would rather have the athlete's foot again. Yeah. Yeah, it was less painful. Yeah, so, thank you so much for watching this anxiety talk. If you sticked around to watch it, do I say this? Like and subscribe, whatever. yeah, see you later.